Hi, I'm Steve Schaefer for the San Leandro Auto Show, and this is the Ford Cmax Energy, a plug-in hybrid. The word energy with an I at the end means that it's a plug-in hybrid, which means that you can charge it yourself. This means that we want to talk a little bit about hybrids. Hybrids, as you probably know already, use a gas engine and an electric motor, and it switches back and forth automatically, and you never have to charge it. The electricity is generated from driving. A plug-in hybrid, on the other hand, lets you plug in, charge a separate battery, and then drive a larger number of miles without using any gas at all. The Cmax fits in with Ford's styling palette of today with the Aston Martin style grille, smooth aerodynamics, curvy headlights, lots of little features and folds. It's also a little taller than a car, but not quite as tall as an SUV. The Cmax has a convenient hatchback in back. And have you ever been carrying a load of groceries or something and you don't want to reach for the key? For this, you just put your foot under the bottom and the door will come up automatically. You have complete security with a cover like this, which removes. The rear seats fold down and you get about 42 cubic feet of room, which is really good. The hybrid without the energy feature is about 10 cubic feet more because of this battery pack underneath. It's easy to close, just push a little button. The Cmax's gas engine generates 141 horsepower, which isn't really that much, but with the help of the motor that's right next to it, it adds up to 188 horsepower, which is plenty to move this car along down the road pretty smartly. Like the exterior, the interior shows Ford's latest design ideas. That includes a lot of interesting shapes and contours and surfaces, including this hard plastic, which is sort of a modern touch that's also found in the Chevrolet Volt. The left side has Ford's panel for the instruments that shows custom features on each side. You control them on the steering wheel with these buttons, and you can choose on the left to look at your fuel economy, which the electric versus the gasoline usage. This My Ford Touch instrument panel on the right shows efficiency leaves, which is a different way of looking at how well you're driving and how efficiently. Rather than a graph or a number, it shows leaves which accumulate on the plant depending on how well you drive and how efficiently. That would mean using more electricity, not stepping on the gas too hard, braking efficiently, and you can make this into quite a little forest. This is the Ford Sync system. This is the home page here that shows all 4 features that you can use here. The first one is a telephone, which is connected right now to my iPhone in my pocket. This is the audio system here. You push in the corner and it opens up the full screen. That's audio. If I push this corner up here, I get the navigation system. Down here is the climate. And I can control these from buttons here or through voice commands using this button on the steering wheel. To plug in your Cmax Energy, you simply open the door on the side, plug it in here, plug it in your wall. This is 110. You can also use a 240 charger. A 110 charger will be 7 to 8 hours to charge fully. 240 you can do in about 3 hours. It just depends. I just brought it home and plugged it in, and in the morning it was ready to go. With the advent of electric and hybrid vehicles, the government has had to come up with a new way of giving miles per gallon. The calculated miles per gallon for this car are 108 city, 92 highway, with an average of 100. However, it depends on how you drive. I drive 30 miles each way to work, and if I'm using this car, 20 of those miles can be electric miles. However, if you live in town and drive around, do errands like I did a couple days ago, you may use no gasoline at all. I'm averaging between 50 and 60 miles per gallon, but that includes a lot of freeway driving. The Cmax compares pretty directly with the Prius, but the Prius is a little less fun to drive. It's a good solid car, but the Ford has a little more of a sportiness to it. The ride is very smooth, but it feels controlled, and you feel a little bit of the road in the steering wheel, a little bit like a BMW actually, a little sportier, or like the smaller Focus, which is known for its being kind of an inexpensive sporty car. Right now I'm looking and seeing that I'm using both gasoline and electricity on the hybrid mode, but right now at this moment the car is generating power by going downhill, so it's marked EV on the graph over here, serving as an electric vehicle. We move smoothly around the corner. I think I've just added an efficiency leaf. It's very quiet. I took the car on numerous freeway trips. It just sails along almost silently, especially when it's in electric mode. Although it's very hard to tell when it shifts from pure electric to hybrid because the engine is pretty quiet. There are really two ways to get this car, as the hybrid or the hybrid energy. This energy runs about $34,000. Although there are some nice deals online if you check. I found recently you could save up to $5,000. The hybrid itself starts at about $25,000. In the market today, there really are 4 different kinds of cars, and you can make a choice depending on what sort of driving you plan to do. If you're going to drive a lot of miles, it might make sense to have a high-efficiency regular gas car. If you buy a hybrid, you can save a good bit of money and you can still be having high economy. The plug-in hybrid is best if you're not going to do more than 20 or 30 or 40 miles a day to get maximum benefit. And of course, with low mileage, you can also use a full electric vehicle.